Hi, I'm Canwell, and in this video I'm going to talk about if your girlfriend is about to leave you, what do you do and how do you stop it? I got an email from a guy who watches my videos, and he said that he feels as though his girlfriend is just about ready to leave him. He said that there's been a change in her behavior, whereas before she was really communicative. She was messaging him all the time. She was interested in everything he had to say. He started to notice that lately she hasn't been messaging as much. She's less interested in what he's saying. And before, she would meet him every weekend. And this weekend, she decided that she isn't able to meet up with him. She doesn't want to see him because instead she has to work. And she didn't offer another date to meet up. She didn't say, I'll see you during the week, next week, or I'll meet you next weekend. She just said, I'm really busy. And that was it. And he can sense that she's starting to pull back. He said the last time they were together, she looked disinterested and bored. She was checking her phone most of the time. So he's getting the sense that she's losing interest and she's about to leave. Now, why does this happen? You have to remember that in relationships, there is always an ebb and flow. Sometimes it's going to be passionate, sometimes it's going to be hot and heavy, sometimes it's going to be intense, and then there's going to be these periods where it's not really that exciting, or it might be exciting for you, but it's not exciting for the woman. And oftentimes, if it's exciting for the woman, it's not that exciting for the man. So you see there's always this balance of power that you have to maintain, this tension that you always have to manage. Now, if your girlfriend's about to leave you and you sense it, the important thing is that you don't panic. Because if you lean into your anxiety and you show her that you're worried that she's going to leave you, either by vocalizing it and saying, hey, is something wrong? Are you getting bored? Do you want to leave the relationship? Are we done? Tell me what's going on. Just be honest with me. If you bring that up and she wasn't thinking about leaving you, well, guess what? She's all of a sudden going to start to think about leaving you. Why? Because women are attracted to strength. Emotional strength. Men, remember, are attracted to beauty. They want beautiful women who are feminine, and women want masculine men who are strong. And if you display weakness or anxiety, that is strong feminine energy. You talk about the relationship, that is strong feminine energy, and the woman's going to be thinking, what's going on? She won't really understand why she's losing interest. Often a woman will say, if she's losing interest or she's about to break up with a man, she'll say, it's not me, it's you. Or you're such a great guy and I don't know what's wrong with me, but I have to leave you because you're too good for me. Or something like that, where it doesn't really make sense. And you're thinking, no, I'm not too good for you. Please, I want to stay in this relationship. But she's pulling out because she's turned off. And she doesn't know the reason why she's getting turned off. She doesn't know how to vocalize it, so she just gives you an excuse. Makes you the good guy, she's the bad person for wanting to leave, but it doesn't matter. She wants to leave. If a woman is turned on by you, if she's attracted to you, if she sees that you're masculine and strong, then she's not going to want to leave you. And women don't leave men that they respect and admire too. So now we get to another important point, and that is, if you have been doing things that have got you to this point where she wants to leave you, it means there's something in your behavior that is turning her off. Maybe it's a lack of ambition, maybe it's neediness, maybe it's too much time together, maybe you're being too relationship focused, maybe you're talking about the relationship too much, maybe you've just spent too much time around each other. There's not enough space for her to miss you, and she doesn't think you're on your purpose and on your mission, which is really, really important for men, to be focused on a mission and have a sense of purpose. So if you sense that she's about to leave you, you have to mirror her emotions, and you have to be willing to let her go. And counterintuitively, you've got to be willing to push her away and say, hey, look, I got things to do. I'll catch you next weekend, maybe, if I'm free. You want to mirror the way she's showing up. If she's showing up with 50% interest, you also must show up with 50% interest. You can't show up with 100% interest if she's showing up with 50% interest, because that means you're coming on too strong. And she's going to sense that you want the relationship more than she does. And that as well is going to turn her off. Yeah, there's a lot to think about. But essentially, if you stay in your masculine frame and you focus on your purpose, let the woman come to you when she's ready, even if it takes a week, even if it takes 3 weeks, even if it takes 4 weeks, she will come to you. And then you will have the balance of the relationship set up the right way, where the woman is reaching out to you most of the time, where she's the one who wants to see you. If she doesn't see you for a week, it doesn't matter. If she doesn't see you for 2 weeks, it doesn't matter. She will see you if you're not upset by her having a little bit of space. I see a lot of men having problems when a woman wants space or she pulls back and the man goes into panic mode and he doesn't want to give the woman space because, of course, he wants to fix the problem, which only makes the problem even worse. So if you want to know how to fix this problem the right way, I highly recommend you get a copy of my Get Her Back action plan. It has a 96% recovery rate. You can pick up your copy today by clicking on the link below. And don't forget, I do phone and email consultations. You can book a consultation with me on my website, develofattraction.com, and let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys.